Wow, there's so much going on in the markets right now, isn't it? I've got so much I need to cover with you, or I wanted to cover with you. I'm going to talk about the Dow Jones. I'm going to talk about the Russell. There's actually a short-term trading setup on the Russell that I want to talk about on the 4-hour chart, plus the other time frames. I'm going to talk about oil as well too when it comes down to the major resistance, what's happening on the big picture, what could be coming soon. Oil could be one of the greatest trading opportunities coming soon. I'm going to share that with you as well too. Also, gold, very short-term weakness could start to come real soon. So a bit of a danger for you guys that are trading gold. But silver there could be a nice good short-term trading if you guys for traders, there could be a nice good short-term trading opportunity on silver. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin and why there's no need to worry about what's going on, and understanding the phase we're in right now and why that's really exciting for you guys, because the next phase that's about to start real soon could mean a lot more upside to come. I'm going to share that with you about the different phases. I'm going to talk about XRP. And I'm going to talk about XRP, the false breakout that happened to XRP. I'm going to teach you the pattern so you can apply it to any market of how to identify these false breakouts. And then also I'm going to finish off with this amazing coaching video for you of why I personally don't use indicators. You probably see on the chart right now, or yeah, you probably know that I just use moving averages and that's it. I'm going to talk about my journey about why I don't use that. So anyway, guys, make sure you grab access to that free trading course. It's over 5 hours long, guys. There's about 8 videos in there right now. It's just amazing content you're going to get. So John Tree Gift, there should be a link in the description. Go get free access. I promise you. Just go through the free course. Even if you don't do anything with me, go through that free trading course. I promise you it'll change the way you look at these markets, okay? Anyway, so let's actually start off with this over here. So let's actually start off with the actual Dow Jones. Get through all the other markets. So the one thing I'm really focusing on with so this is the Nasdaq here. And I've got four time frames here, right? So the big thing I really want to start off with is the Dow Jones here, okay? So the Dow Jones right now is at almost at an all-time new high. And this could be the week. This could be the week that the big move starts. That blow off top and so on and so forth, right? So one thing I'm really focusing on right now is, as you can look at this here on the weekly chart. Big top, big top. Now, how are you viewing the markets, okay? So many people will say, John, but that's a double top. It is a double top. And I really want you to think about this here, okay? How are you trading the markets, okay? And the reason why I'm saying this here is I want you to set yourself up for success in the markets, okay? Stop looking for reversal patterns, okay? Don't look for reversal patterns. Stop looking for tops. You do know that if you just look at the market for the last 2 years, you're looking for a top, you've been 100% wrong so far. But if you just say, okay, you know what, I'm going to stop looking for tops. But John, it's a double top. Okay, yes, we may get a short-term drop out of it. But where have the big moves been, right? But John, there's a double top. It's like, okay, cool. You know what? You're right. You're exactly right. There's a double top here, okay? And I'm doing this for a reason for you guys. But there was a double top there. Did that produce a big drop? Oh, no. Oh, look, there's another double top here, right here. Oh, look, here we go. There's a resistance there. Oh, right? And like, oh, through here, there was a top. And I'm pretty sure, there was a bit of a double, one top, two top there. And one top, one, right? There's always a double top, right? It's like, oh, here, there's a top. I'm pretty sure. Now, this is a weekly chart, right? I'm pretty sure. Now, there's a double top there. Don't look for double tops, right? Because look at this here. Every single time we get a double top, what happens? Yeah, we may get a short-term drop, but then what happens afterwards? Big move up. Short-term drop, right? So don't look for double tops. Look for continuation moves, right? That's where because the reason why I'm so big on that with you guys, right? And if you're just new to my videos, thank you for your support and thank you for watching me. I appreciate you. The reason why I'm so big on this, guys, is because guess what? At the end of the day, we're looking for trades that's likely to make big profits and small losses. So if you're trading reversal patterns, double tops, heads and shoulders, you're only probably going to pick up a small profit and then you're probably going to have big losses. It's like, don't do that. Anyway, so that's what I'm seeing there on the Dow Jones. From there, we can see that we're almost at all-time new highs. This is the daily chart right now. We're just going sideways from here. Yeah, we had a bit of a down day. But again, guys, don't focus on that, okay? Focus on the big move up. Now sideways, we could be getting ready for a really, really, really nice move to the upside real soon for me. Again, we may get a short-term drop, But that's what I'm saying from there. So let's go to the one thing I want to share with you guys now is the Russell, right? And now what I want to share with the Russell, because the Russell to me is, check this out. So the weekly trend through here is what? Starts with U and ends with P, up, right? Oh, but John, the top's in. All right, all right. Don't look for tops, okay? Don't look for tops, because remember, this market can stay this. But John, the P ratios and if you're going down that path right now, yes, you're right. The PE ratios and the stock is most overvalued, right? And then I'm hearing the thing like, but Warren Buffett's in cash right now. Warren Buffett's not in cash right now. Yes, he's got some cash, but do you realize? It's like, what, you know, and this is where, like, guys, you hear these stories, right? It's like, Warren Buffett sold his stock with his most cash ever. Surely he knows something. Do you know that's been the narrative for the last 12 months? What has the stock market done, right? Warren Buffett doesn't know. Bit of a tip for you guys. Bit of a tip. Here's a bit of a tip for you guys. See the sun? As I'm doing this video right now, it's very early in the morning, and the sun's just coming up in the background. Bit of a sunshine for you guys. Bit of a tip. No one knows. Warren Buffett doesn't know what's gonna come next. He doesn't know definitely what's gonna come next. Now, we got a fair idea that yes, we're going to eventually head into a recession, and we are going to get a stock market downturn. But when's that going to be? Is that going to be 3 months from now? Is it going to start? Is the top going to be forming now? We don't know, right? So yeah, anyway, so the Russell, very strong move to the upside. Very, very strong move to the upside. But one thing I really want to share with you here is look at this here. Look at this here from a daily chart perspective. This here is on my moving averages, but look at this here. Look at that major resistance level through here. And I really want you to think about this here. Support, and look at all that resistance. Why is that important? Because if we break this level here on the Russell, King Russell, baby. For you guys that were following me last year, I'm still King Russell. I'm still King Russell. I know I'm going to get some flack in the chat box. King Russell, Dud John, who cares? I do. King Russell, baby. The reason why I say King Russell is because once it does move, and it's taking a lot longer than I thought, yes, but once it does move, and again, what I'm talking about here is the big weekly charts. These big weekly charts, all right, let me clone, let me sync in layout, sync in layout. Okay, so one thing I want to share with you is this. The reason why I say King Russell is this, because look at this here. We're compressing up, right? We're doing the compressing, and we're doing this through here, right? We're compressing to the upside. If we do hold and break above here, guys, look at all this sideways movement, right? If it does start to hold and over the next few weeks to a month or so, well, the next few months, if we do hold here, guys, and we start to rally up and we start to break here, oh my goodness. King Russell, baby, King Russell. Anyway, so that's King Russell for you. But the thing I really wanted to share with you is, as you can see, this is what's happening here. But for you guys that are more intraday guys, right, you like to look at the shorter time frame charts, check this out. I've got something pretty cool for you guys. This is the 4-hour chart. Some people are saying, John, I thought you were going to talk about intraday, not a 4-hour chart. I'm looking at a 1-minute chart, John. Okay, right? But the reason why this is so important, because even if you are trading a 1-minute chart or a 2-minute chart, or you need to always be keeping an eye on those big long-term charts, right? Because you want to trade with the big long-term momentum. I trade them, for me personally, the way that I personally trade is I like to trade the daily charts. Why? Because I like to get in today and hold for a few weeks. Hold for a month or two and jump in a big profit, right? I'm not looking for small profits. How do I do that? I trade the daily charts, so I'm looking for my setup on the daily charts, but I make sure with my weekly chart, I've got a very strong long-term flow, which is the direction of the trend. So the reason why I'm bringing this up here is because on a short-term level basis, this is the 4-hour chart, right? Look at this here. We had a big gap down, then we had a rally back up. What is this? I want to build a bit of a picture for you guys, okay? Check this out. Strong move down, right? And by the way, this gap here, this was the gap that most people were worried about. Remember, again, this is a 4-hour chart. So remember last week, right? The futures big gap down on Monday, right? Or yeah, big gap down on Monday. You remember that? And everyone's like, oh, John, right? And how were you thinking back there on that flash crash, or on the flash crash, on the big gap down? Were you thinking this was the start of the big one? Trust me, I've been there multiple years in a row before I realized that short-term little movement on the futures markets doesn't really mean anything. But we did get the drop down, then we got a big rally back up. Now look what's happening. We're getting a bit of a drop down now here. So the thing I'm looking for is I'm looking for the Fibonacci levels. That level through there, that level through there, okay? So I'm building a picture here for you, okay? So just bear with me. The first thing I'm always looking at is I'm looking for some sort of trend in place. Right now, there's really no trend in place. But if for some reason the market does hold here, and let's actually, all right? I'm trying to build a bit of for me, what I'm looking at right now is I'm trying to determine what's the trend. That's all I'm doing right now, guys, okay? My rule number one is what's the trend? I'm looking for the trend. Boom, right? And then we have this level through here. So let me sync and lay out. So we can see that through there. Now let's go over to the hourly charts here. So that was the 4-hour chart. See what I'm doing here? I'm building the picture. The reason why is because if I look at this daily charts here, guess what? Look at all this major resistance all through here. These are rejection of daily bars. What happens if we get a very strong, let's actually make this green here for you guys. Where's my green? All right, there we go, green, right? What happens if we get something like that and then we get something like that, like a real big strong close above here? Guess what? We're probably gonna make a move to the upside. So by utilizing what I just said there, then I'm now gonna look at my hourly chart and I'm gonna see what's happening through here from an hourly chart perspective, right? So you can see we had a big move up. We're coming back down to these levels through here. And again, that's that previous high up there. I also do see that there's a lot of support and resistance all through this level through here. So if the one thing I'm looking for right now, there is no trend, right? A trend is higher lows, higher highs, lower lows, lower highs. We're not getting any of that right now. But if the market does hold here, right? Man, I'm only on point number 2 on my checklist that I want to share with you guys. Anyway, if the market does hold here and we start to rally up and we break up, now what's happening? Now we have a clear trend. Right now, there's no clear trend, right? Remember, clear trend is what? Clear trend, or someone in control, is lower lows and lower highs, or higher lows and higher highs. If we're getting this here, guess what? There's no one clearly in control. But if we get a low and a higher low and then breaking past previous highs, up, down, and then get a break up, now there's someone in control. And if we can get that, and at the exact same time, because that's the hourly charts, this is the 4-hour chart over here, right? If we can get that on the hourly chart, but on the hourly chart, what we want to see is we want to see something like this happening, okay? We want to see if this is going to happen, something like that, and then we get a real big, strong, large bar breaking through for the futures, okay? This is the futures. If we can get something like that, we may get a little bit of a pullback from here, but there's a high probability if we can get that there's eventually going to make a move up towards these highs here and probably even break up towards up through there. So that's what I'm seeing right now, guys, when it comes to short-term analysis. Again, this is about, first thing, I'm trying to read what's the trend. Right now, there is no trend on this hourly chart. And again, as you can see, I'm looking for a trade here on, well, I'm not looking for a trade, but I'm trying to show you a potential setup on the hourly chart. But what did I do? I went to the daily charts and the 4-hour charts to see the big trend. And as you can see, by this 4-hour chart, once we break above here, there's really no good strong resistance until we get back above there. And therefore, we could start to see a potential nice, good 7 or 8 or 10% move to the upside. And then King Russell, baby, King Russell. Okay, so that's what I see from there, from the actual Russell perspective from there. The same for all the other indices as well too. Nasdaq, very, 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 very strong upward trend as well. Really strong upward trend. Where, look at this here, guys. It's just amazing, isn't it? Look at this here. Look at all that resistance all through there. Very strong upward movement. We are about to, this could be the week. This could be the week where we actually get that real big breakup. Again, this is the weekly bar through here on the daily charts. Right? Look at this here. Just very, very, this is the time here. You want to stay out of the markets. Because whenever the market goes very volatile like this, guys, a lot of traders are getting chewed up right now because you're getting volatile. I don't trade this here. Whenever the market starts to get very volatile like this, I step aside. I wait for the market because this is very volatile. But Once we do make the break up, then we'll probably start to make a really nice smooth move from there. And the same for the ES as well too. ES is actually right almost at a level of resistance all through there. We've got this nice good sideways pattern, maybe like a bit of a flag formation. Once it breaks, guys, once it breaks, it could be, this week could be the start of that really big move to come from there. So let's go look at gold from here. What have I got? No, oil. All right, I'm just looking at my checklist that I got that I want to cover with you guys. Oil. Check out this. Remember, go to the weekly charts, guys. Go to the weekly charts. Go to the weekly charts. Why weekly charts? Look at this here. See how it removes a lot of the noise. If you're looking at, say, even daily charts, it can get a lot of noise, right? A lot of noise is a lot of volatility. But if I'm trying to see what's going on here, even if I just take the moving average off the screen here for a minute, if I'm trying to get a much understanding, like, oh, now I'm going to bring it back to blank charts here. And the blank charts is what? The blank chart, all I'm looking for to simplify the process is my rule number one is I'm trying to see what's the trend. That's all I'm looking for. Why? Because remember, the big boys are the people that push this market around, not me and you. So if the big boys are showing you that they're selling it off or they're buying it up, creating an uptrend or a downtrend, do you want to go with the big boys or do you want to go with your ego, right? Unfortunately, most amateurs, the reason why they stay amateurs in the markets and don't do really well out of the markets is because they trade with their ego. Like with the stock market, we're making higher lows. The market's in a very big bull market. The big boys are still buying it up for some reason, right? But then your ego comes involved like, oh, well, the stock market's going to crash because right? And it just keeps making higher highs. That's all it's been doing for the last 2 years. And everyone keeps calling for a crash. Not this guy. If you've been following me now for the last 2 years or even last 12 months, you would know that. Anyway, the purpose of me saying that, guys, is that, again, no one knows. But look what's happening here with the oil market. High, lower high, lower high. We had a very strong rally up through here. And look at this here, we did get, then this is a weekly bar, that's what happened through a whole week. And now we're getting a rejection through here. The reason why I'm saying this is that if this weekly chart does hold here, guys, if this weekly chart, we got it like a bit of a false breakout, we could be getting ready for a really big move to come in the markets from here. And this could be one of the greatest shorting opportunities that I've seen in a very long time. And see what I'm doing here, guys? One thing you want to do is you want to be fluid with the markets, not be with the markets, right? And what you want to do is, as you can see, I'm analyzing each individual market. So I can share with you with gold here. So anyway, this is oil through here. If we do continue down through here, one thing I'm looking for to see this start to come into fruition or start to come into play is, let me sync it out. Let me go to the daily charts. One thing I'm looking for, guys, is we've got a false breakout to the upside, move to the downside. One thing I'm looking for right now is I'm looking for the market to come down through here, then spend a few weeks, and then if we can get some sort of big, large bar from here, guys, I'm telling you right now, this could be one of the greatest shorting opportunities coming down through to here somewhere. The greatest shorting opportunity could be coming around place. Now, the thing about this, it's probably going to take another month or more to set up. But what if this set up, what if you waiting, being patient, and I know that's hard. Some of you guys can't wait 2 minutes, let alone 2 months. But that's what I do all year, right, guys? That's all I do all year, is I'm looking for these opportunities. Because one really good opportunity could mean a 6-figure profit for me, right? So I'm looking for those trades, right? And especially if this happens, this could be one of the greatest shorting opportunities on the planet. Now I'm applying this analysis to this here, right? I'm not saying this is not me saying the same for the energy market. A lot of traders get this wrong. What you want to do is see what I'm doing here, is look at the chart you're looking at right now. Throw everything out the window and just say, I'm analyzing this chart. Right, now I did that. Now what I'm going to do, now I've done my analysis here, I know what I'm looking for, I've got to keep an eye on this because this could be one of the greatest shorting opportunities, and through the next 12 months, there's going to be many great opportunities, and so I need that. Now I've done analysis. That's where it stops there. Now let's go check out gold. And now what am I going to do with gold? I'm going to do with gold, Man, there's a lot of lines here, isn't there? All right. Now what am I going to do with gold? I'm going to start fresh with fresh brand new analysis. And I'm going to do that with gold. I'm going to do it with silver. The reason why that's so important because we don't want to start to put things together. Gold and silver are. No. Gold and silver not are because gold looks like it might be getting some short-term weakness. Why do I say that? Well, it's not me guessing, right? It's just how markets work, right? And so if you look at this here, look at this really big move to the upside from here. So inevitably what's going to come soon, right guys? It's just like, if it's so weird. Like I say this sometimes, like, and I just show you how the markets work and you can ignore reality, but you can't ignore the consequences of ignoring reality, right? And if you look at how markets work, what happens, right? We go for a move up and then inevitably we go for a pullback. It's just making the trend, and then it makes a higher low, a higher low, a higher. You see what I'm saying here? That's what it does. This is what an upward trend is, right? The thing just doesn't go vertical. Why is that important? Up, down, high, low, up, down, right? That's making the trend there. And then after what I call 3 stair steps, 1, 2, 3 stair steps, 1, 2, 3 stair steps, we tend to go through these sideways phases, right? 3 stair steps up, sideways, 3 stair steps up, sideways. We're now starting. So I believe this could be the start of something big with gold. Yes. But what's probably going to happen? Right? We're probably going to do what? We're probably going to have a little bit of a pullback from here, just a little bit of a pullback. And then we're going to continue up. Right? Stair step number 1, or this could be stair step number 1. This could be stair step number 1, stair step 2. Or at least when that happens, and guess what? It's just going to happen. Right? It's not like, oh, like you don't want, for you guys that are bullish gold right now, you don't want gold to go straight up. You don't want gold to look like that. That's now a bubble because then that happens. No, what do you want gold to do? You want gold to be in a very nice strong upward trend, right? Go up, come down, create a higher low. Why? Because that's what a very big strong bull market looks like. It comes back down for a week or two after going up for 3 months to create what? The higher low. That's all it does. So when gold starts to get a bit of a pullback, or a pullback simply means the trend is up and we get a pullback, create the higher low, up. And sometimes the pullback is like this and sometimes the pullback is like this, right? We may even just get a sideways period here out of gold, right? We may just get a sideways period out of gold. But because we've spent, and just again guys, for you guys that are trading gold, right now, I'm getting excited about gold. Why? Because I call it the reset, right? I call it the reset phases, right? When we do step 1, step 2, step 3, reset, and this happens 3 or 4 months. Step 1, step 2, step 3, reset. Looks like we're now starting the next, after this reset, looks like we're starting another phase here. But what do we want to see though, right? Let's bring on a nice good retracement from here, the higher low, and then away we go. And this could be stair step, that could be stair step 1, or this could be stair step 1. Either way, we're still in that start of that next phase to the upside, right? But on a short-term level basis, guys, just expect a bit of weakness coming out of gold. Why? Because it's just how markets work. And once you understand this stuff, guys, you're expecting it to have a little bit of a pullback. Right? And when it happens, you're not freaking out. It's like, oh my goodness, gold's going down. That's it, the top's in. No, it's making the trend. Remember, the trend is your friend until the end, right? Up, it has to go down for a bit to make a higher low. Higher lows are upward trends. Yeah. So when the market goes up, it's got to come down to make a higher low, and then up and down through there, right? So that's now gold here. Now, the end with gold. Let's go check out silver because silver is doing something different. What is silver doing? Silver could be setting up for a really good a real good short-term trading opportunity for the upside. Why? Because look at silver's doing something different now. See what I'm doing? If you're a trader of the markets, apply your analysis to that one chart. Don't say silver and gold are. No, they're not. Gold looks like it could be getting a bit of a weakness, but silver may be starting to play a bit of catch up because silver's just been doing this here. So now, let's go check out this. The reason why I'm getting excited is because, check out this. We know on this big week, on this daily chart here, we're at this level of resistance. If we do break it, we're probably going to make a move up to there, right? Pretty simple, right? This major resistance breaks, probably going to run up to there. Now, let's go check this out. Now we're going to check out this is one through here. Look at this here. This is the 4-hour chart, right? And look what's happening through here, right? We've got a nice upward trending place. We've got a bit of a sideways movement. So looking at that through there, now I can go to the hourly charts. And the reason why I'm bringing up this hourly chart here, let me squeeze this up here for a minute. And as you can see, the reason why I'm squeezing this up here, guys, because I don't care about the small bar today. What am I focusing on? I'm trying to focus on the flow of the market. Up and down and up, and we get this down move from here. If we can get that through there and get some sort of like real good large bar, like boom, like that, like a real big large bar, that could be the start of that nice move to come. So that's what I'm seeing there when it comes to the good old silver price and why there could be something through there, guys. Really, really, really amazing setup from there. Let's go check out Bitcoin. And now, Bitcoin. Now, the reason why I'm bringing up Bitcoin for you is because, again, if you just, remember I said before, all markets work the same way. What did I say about gold, right? Even by looking at the weekly chart, look at Bitcoin, right? What do? We go up and we go down, and we go up and we go down, and we go up, and now we're just going through that phase there, right? This is called the time phase. This is called the refueling phase. And whenever, if you just understand that we go in that the market goes through these phases, right? We go through these energy using phases, energy using phases, energy using phases, energy using phases. And then after an energy using phase, just like gold, there's going to come an energy building phase and an energy building phase. And now that's all Bitcoin's doing at this point in time. It's just building energy, right? It has to. It had a very strong move from 52 to 100. Of course it's going to go sideways for a few months. And this is where like, Bitcoin, oh my goodness, stop. Two phases, or two things, trend, higher lows. This is still making massive higher lows all the way up. Higher low. You get the point, right? And then we're just doing this through here. So just understand, again, guys, in my free trading course, I talk about this a lot. So important. And see what I'm doing here? There's no indicators. There's not even moving averages here. Because once you understand that there's only a handful of main things that make a massive difference in your trading, you apply it to any market. This is the exact same reason why I'm saying gold is probably going to go through a bit of a what? Gold's been going up for a few months. We've been using a lot of energy, so guess what? After the market uses a lot of energy, we have to refuel to go through another move to the upside. Isn't this amazing? All right. And again, guys, once you understand this, not only can you expect what's going to come next, but when next happens, aka we go from an energy using phase to an energy building phase. And we can use things to qualify. What do I use things to qualify? Are we just going sideways? If yes, we're using a lot of energy. Is it a change in trend? Not yet. It could, but right now as I speak, all it's doing once we do this here and we just go sideways, and if we had a very big move up and now we're going sideways from here. If the market does that, I'm qualifying it as an energy building phase. We're still just going sideways. So right now as I speak, it's just building energy. And so therefore, but what's going to happen is that there on again, this is where we look at the weekly chart. Where are we in the big picture of things? So people now that are looking at Bitcoin, you're probably focusing on Bitcoin like this level through here, right? You're focusing on Bitcoin like this here. Oh my goodness, it's up, it's down. Oh my goodness, what's going to come with Bitcoin next? You're looking at the last couple of months here, not the forest from the trees, right? Forest from the trees is what? Look at this here. Now again, this is the reason why, guys, any market out there, just keep an eye on this level. Keep an eye. Just like, for example, even gold, right? If I look at the weekly chart with gold, the same thing. Every market works the same way. And not only can you understand this, but you can expect what's going to come next. And when the next comes, you can understand what's likely to come after that. What do I mean, right? After an energy using phase, we go through these energy building phases. And energy building phases. What's gold doing right now? We're going through an energy using phase, right? Now we're just starting to break out. Here we go. But in that energy building phase is what? There's, we end up getting 3 stair steps, 3 stair steps, 3 stair steps, right? But if we know that, the reason why this is exciting, because if we can qualify this as an energy building phase, then what's inevitably going to come next? The energy using phase. And when the energy using phase starts to kick into place, guess what? We're probably getting ready for another nice move. That's why I don't trade the energy building phases, but when we start to release that energy, that's when we can start to go from there, right? In the good stuff, right? It's just like, It's just so amazing, guys. Two things here, right? So all we're doing here right now is we're building energy. How long is this going to last, John? We don't know, right? Last time this sort of, that lasted what? 33 bars. How long is that? I'm trying to do, is that 33 weeks? How long is that? I'm trying to do math here. It's almost 1 year, right? I'm trying, again, you guys can see what I'm doing here, right? So it may last that long before we start the next move. But if you want to jump in on a very big move, what do we wait for? Right? What do we wait for? We wait for some really good sideways period, and this is where when you start to recognize this here, you can get ready for what? Bam, right? Bam, and bam to the upside, right? So we're just using an energy building phase. Again, guys, apply this to any market. I promise you, right? It'll help you understand what's going on with the markets and what phase we're in, because the market only goes through an energy building phase or energy using phase. And if we're in an energy building phase and we do hold that energy building phase, inevitably when it breaks, we're going to use that what? We're going to now release all that energy, and then that's when big moves come. We go from 50 to 100 within a few weeks or a few months. And guess where I like to trade? Just as we're starting to release all that energy. Boom, get in on the big move, right? So let's go check out XRP. I wanted to talk to you about XRP because I saw XRP having a false breakout here, and I want to share this with you here, guys. Checking out XRP, let's go bring here. One thing I want to share with you here is, and how you probably could have seen XRP being a false breakout move, is this. Check this out. So as we can see from here, I'll take you off the screen, and I want you to focus on this level here, right? If the market makes a really big, strong move to the upside, look at this here, from there to there, really, 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 really big, strong move. And then we get a bit of a pullback, right? But that pullback, notice my moving average through here, which is my 20 moving average, right? Notice that this moving average starts to flatten out. As we flatten out through there, as you can see, then we get another breakout. But look at the moving average. See how the moving average was flat through here? And then guess what? We got the breakout. So use one moving average, and I'd say 20. And whenever we do get a breakout, if the moving averages are flat from here and we do get the breakout, it's probably going to be a false breakout and we're going to reverse on there, right? Let me show you another example here that happened, say, on the Russell. Now this was on the weekly chart here on the Russell, right? Because I actually traded this one, and I'll show you another example from here, right? So let me just take you off the screen here. So see this. See this here? This is a breakout, right? Oh my goodness, John, it's a sideways movement and we get the breakout, right? So why was this breakout a false breakout? Because look at this here, the market ran up and then we went sideways and the moving average started flattening out from there. So just be cautious and just be careful from there. And once again, guys, and that's how you that's how you identify some false breakout moves that happen. And the reason why I'm looking at that, because XRP was screaming, this is what's likely to happen. And on another note, guys, what you want to do is you just want to look at, again, bring up the weekly charts and use a 20 moving average on the charts here, right? 20, 24, I got a 24 here, but 20, it's the same thing really. And what you want to do is, as you can see, if we get too vertical away from the moving average, like too far away, you know we know too far. We know we're too far away, right? So trying to expect another really big move here is probably not going to happen. Why? Because look at that time, look how far away we were from the moving average, and you can see that if it doesn't get too far away from the moving average, if we go vertical like that, then you don't want to be sucked in by that as well too. And this is one of the reasons why, guys, like I don't use indicators, right? Because if I'm using indicators, and just say for example I'm looking at this chart here, right? And let me bring on all my moving averages, and if I'm looking at this chart here, and then I start to overlay, say the RSI, right? And then we've got the CCI index, and we've got the MACD, all the indicators. you know, the stuff that you guys are using right now. You know, because this is you know, stochastics there as well too. You got the Williams as well too, Williams percent range as well too, right? You know, we've also got the Bollinger Bands as well. So we've got the Bollinger Bands from there. Let's type in, you know, Bollinger Bands. So we've got the Bollinger Bands from here, right? There's the Bollinger Bands as well too. So we've got the charts from here, right? And this is probably what your chart looks like, or maybe looks close to. I used to trade like this, right? Now, but look at all this here. I just shared with you two really amazing things about understanding the phases we're in, the two different phases, energy using, energy building, and then looking at the bigger trend on the weekly chart to understand where we're in right now and what's really going on. The market gives you a 50-50 chance. Then we can start to overlay simple things like what's the trend, right? And what phase are we in? Just like with the stock market, right? What phase have we been in for the last couple? The reason why it's been where we are right now in the stock market for the last month or two, guess what? We've been in that energy building phase. Just sideways out of the stock market. Guess what's going to come next, right? Because guess what? Energy building, after energy building, energy releasing. When energy releasing, we end up getting big moves, right? But if we now start to utilize all these different indicators, right? Now, no wonder you're confused. No wonder, because you think you need these indicators to have a good success rate. But you have a 50-50 chance. If you start to trade with the trend, meaning if there's some sort of trend in place, just jump on that, you're probably going to increase your success rate to maybe 70%, right? Then if you start to get in, as you know, the market goes through the phases. So then if we go for the pullback or the energy building phase, and then try to get in on after that, now you can increase your success rate to maybe 80%, 70, 80%. You know, so now just two simple analysis has helped you go from 50-50 to maybe 60, 70, 80%. And then if you start to precise, you can look for more precise entry bars, like an actual precise, wait for the good time, wait for the good energy building, and wait for a really good dominant bar to tell you. Remember I said before about the stock market, Russell, and remember I'm always looking for the big breakaway bar. Right, that tells me we're now likely to start that move. That can now increase your success rate potentially up sometimes to 90% or more, right? When you start to build that level through there. But I'm giving you just a few simple things to increase your success rate. But one of the reasons why you are struggling with your trading is because you're trying to use these indicators to help you make good trading decisions. And one of the biggest things that I tell you right now, the reason why I stopped using indicators myself, and the reason why this is so important is because if we want to jump on a big move, what tends to happen in big moves? All the indicators start to ping, right? They start to ping oversold. Look at these. Look at these indicators here. Oh my goodness, it's so massively oversold. Oh, look, it's this Williams percent stochastics. Oh my goodness, you know, the RSI, it's so oversold. It stayed overbought, should I say? Overbought. It stayed overbought for all this time. If you're looking at the indicators and all you're focusing on is over the bought signals, you would have gotten out right here. Right there is where you would have gotten out. Because look at all the indicators. They're overbought, right? Oh my goodness, overbought. And then guess what? You would have got out there because like, oh, it's going to turn. And then you miss out on the big move. That happened to me so many times. Like, why the hell am I using these indicators? Whenever there's a big move, yes, the indicators are going to be overbought, but they can be pinged for many. They can just stay overbought, you know, for a few weeks or for a month or two as we make these big moves, right? So this is why one of the things here, and one of the big reasons why I don't use indicators anymore is because of that. I'm not going to get into trades and hold them for a few weeks or for a month. And if I start to see my indicators overbought, then I think the market's going to turn there. Then I'm not going to get in on a big move. And that's one of the reasons why I now only trade. And for you guys that have been around for, I would say more than 10 years, for you guys that watch me right now, for more than 10 years, you guys probably know exactly what I'm talking about, right? It's all these, just to keep it really, really, really simple. Even on the daily charts, I really only like to have sort of one or two moving averages on these daily charts. And now I can bring it back to this level here and bring it back down to the foundations for me. So hope this helps you out there today, traders. Hey, traders, if you do need some help, and if you'd like to join my Inner Circle coaching program, there's all the details at getjohnswap.com. Second link in the description there. Go check it out. If you'd like to join it, then it's application only. Go for it. Go check it out. Go fill out the application form, guys, and look forward to speaking to you guys real soon.